This is for class 285. My name is Elizabeth Gustafson, and this is for module 2. We had to pick an instructor or two instructors that we've had in our time as a student and kind of just go over what we liked and kind of appreciated from them. So I have picked two teachers. The first teacher I will be talking about is Amy Boney. She's a history teacher at Mililani High School. I had her my sophomore year as well as my senior year for world history as well as for global studies and humanities. Um, Reasons why I enjoyed her class, the class was very always involved. It was a very interactive classroom for global studies and humanities. We took field trips for humanities and did arts. We also participated in dancing classes to learn different ways of dance. For the world class, she would always show us pictures and kind of relate things to our everyday life. We watched the World BBC News every day, the 1 minute news, and would reflect on how things changed over time. The knowledge that she had that I enjoyed a lot or that I loved was the fact that she had world experience. She had traveled the world, she had tried many different things, and it brought in a different type of perspective than somebody who would just sit there, teach, and read out of a textbook. She was very involved in the class and challenged us, I would want to say, in thinking outside of the box, playing devil advocacy, which was very crucial. Allowed us to try and figure out what we want to do and what our view should be when we got out of high school. Qualities that I really admired from her was that she was the teacher that cared about students that most teachers might have looked past or didn't really pay attention to. She took a great joy in teaching, although she is a nationally certified teacher, teaching the students who needed the help, that needed information, received a different way to break it down so that they could pass, so that there could be a sense of enjoyment and retainment of the information versus just teaching for the money. She did it because she really cared, and it showed every day when she showed up to class and was consistent all the time. Those are all qualities that I really look for and hope for, I should say, when I become a teacher, to have the same type of inspirational atmosphere and loving, welcoming, caring atmosphere that she had, where it was truly shown through her work, through the students that had her, how important she was. That's one of kind of like the things that pushed me to become a teacher, to want to make a difference in students' life while they're in high school, which is a very, crucial time to figure out, who you are as a person, to know that it's okay to have different beliefs than somebody else, but to also be okay with looking at it from another person's perspective and understanding where somebody comes from. So that will sum up the information for Amy Boning. Like I said, she was a fabulous teacher. The next teacher I will be talking about is Ryan Koo. He was my first history professor. Again, I don't know what it is, but history seems to always take my eye. So he was my first history professor at Windward Community College. I have had him all 4 semesters, and this is my 4th semester, and he is my teacher again. So the way that he taught was a very involved atmosphere. He came to school super preppy. If you had any questions, he was always really dive in, let's answer it, and even if it was a current event, because he taught the beginning stage, which is from beginning of time to 1500s, and then 1500s to present. And if there was something you wanted to clarify, you wanted to discuss, he went above and beyond just to be able to help you. when he taught, he too brought in his world experience. He did study abroad programs. He did case studies in Cambodia, all different places. And when he could bring that information into the atmosphere of the classroom, showing us real things, telling us true events, and how things were interpreted while he was there, instead of just, oh, I studied it from a textbook and I'm teaching you what your textbook says. He really worked hard to show us that what one perspective is that somebody might write in a textbook is not necessarily the perspective of the world, even how somebody really is in that aspect. Qualities I admire: he's really outgoing, he's very nice, he's very easy to talk to. He gives you enough time on an assignment where if you need to come in, you can come in. He will check your work. Nothing is really unexpected in his class. At the same time, instead of making class mandatory, it's your choice if you come, but at the same time, it's crucial that you come because his classes are so involved in what takes place in the classroom that the assignments reflect the classroom atmosphere. But for his class, it's not a class you would miss because it's a fascinating class. He could go on for hours, and no matter what, he wouldn't be repeating himself. He wasn't like a machine that, oh, I'm here, I showed up, I need to teach you. It's, let me help you figure out what you want to learn and what you should feel like you want to take out and know for the future. This relates to things that I want to do, and relates to becoming an instructor, is getting that world experience. He inspired me to go ahead and apply for a study abroad program to learn. My main goal is to become a DoD teacher, Department of Defense for the military, in out of the United States areas. And with that, it really brings in the atmosphere of, I want to see what it's like to be taught in another place, as well as learn from somebody else in another perspective, because when you teach outside of the United States, you need to understand that there are different barriers that might occur, and to be able to adjust properly and be able to, understand the differences of different cultures is very crucial, and that's something he really taught me in over the 4 semesters I've had him. And he will continue to teach me throughout the rest of this semester as well. Other than that, he's a fabulous teacher. I'd take him over and over again. And if I could have taken Amy again, I would have as well. But those are the 2 people who have inspired me and really had a big crucial role in my choice to become a teacher, as well as inspiration of what I want to do with my future. Thank you very much.